Good afternoon everybody, I'm back with the trailer again. Today we're going to go ahead and remove the little side panel that I'd installed where the generator is going to go. I already have the bracket made up for the base that the generator will be sitting into, and I have the slides. They arrived the other day, and we're going to go ahead and install the slides in with the rack that I had made up, make sure everything fits properly, bolt it into the floor, and then install the door that I bought. Now the door that I bought, if you remember, I was pretty happy that it arrived. Unfortunately it came damaged on the edges. I will show you what that looks like in a second, but I have contacted the person that I bought it from, and they have already given me a refund, which I feel bad for because I believe it was damaged in shipping, and UPS is making it almost impossible to do anything. But we'll see what happens with that, and I'll keep you guys updated. In the meantime, let me show you what the door looks like and how damaged it is. So as you can see here, the whole edge came buckled on that side. The top is a little bit buckled. It's not bad, a little bit buckled, and the same thing at the bottom all the way at the base over there. So not much we can do about that. I can straighten those out, and at the end of the day that section of door is going to be going underneath this section of the trailer. So it's not the end of the world if that's the way it is. That's it. Let me go ahead and get started with the work. So I have the generator slide installed. I'm going to show you now what it looks like. As you see, this is the slide. Slides in and out, and it is strong enough to be able to handle 500 pounds based upon the racks, which I think is the weakest part of the system, is the slides themselves. But if that can actually handle the 500 pounds like they say can, then we're way ahead of the game. It is bolted into the frame on that side. On the other side, it's bolted into the frame only on one bolt, and the other two bolts are going through the frame underneath, connecting through a mending plate, which is a nice thick piece of steel, and then bolts, of course, now nuts. I have lock washers, I have a regular nut and a lock nut, a nylon lock nut on each of them. Let me take you underneath for a second just to show you. I'm not sure if you can see from here, but that is what it looks like under there, and of course those 3 bolts there. The bolts were too short originally, so I went and bought new bolts. They did not have the size I needed, so I bought 3 long bolts, put them in, cut them to size, and we're good to go. The next thing we're going to be installing are jacks for each side of the trailer. They'll go one on each side, and that really isn't designed to jack the trailer up. It's designed to be able to help hold the trailer and stop it from swaying when we're walking around and moving around inside. Last thing I want to do is make somebody a cup of hot coffee and spill it because we're moving around, or somebody else moves in the trailer and we have an issue. So these are going to get bolted on, one on each side at the back, and I'm going to then see how things go. We may end up having to do 2 in the front also. I'm hoping that 2 at the back will be enough. Good afternoon, everybody. So a couple of days have passed since I last worked in the trailer. Had a lot of other things that needed to get done, and 2 nights ago I got a knock on my door from somebody from the HOA in the neighborhood telling me that I'm not allowed to have my trailer parked in my parking space. After trying to discuss the idea of keeping it there during the day so I could work in it, and at night move it away, I was told absolutely not. It's an eyesore and it cannot be there. So rather than fight, I decided it's better just to move the trailer. So I'm going to show you where the trailer is right now. We're about to start working on it, and wish me the best of luck. So one other thing that I forgot to mention is that with the trailer here, of course, I have no way to be able to access electricity. So I ended up borrowing a generator to use for the next week until my generators arrive, and I'm going to be using that generator so that I can at least run power saws and anything else that I may need while I'm working. And now let's get started. Okay, it hasn't been long since I started recording earlier. You saw a little bit of work as I was pulling everything out of the trailer, and then I needed my saw, so I went to start the generator up, but unfortunately the generator did not start. It's an older generator that I've borrowed from someone, from my uncle, and I don't know if it's an oil issue, I don't know if it's a spark plug issue. So I have gotten the spark plug, gotten some oil. I'm going to go ahead and put both the oil in and the spark plug and see what happens. That's it. Let's see what we can do. Well, no such luck. Replaced the spark plug. I put oil in, sprayed some quick starting fluid into the carburetor to see if that'll give it a boost, but no such luck. So it looks like the trailer will unfortunately again be delayed until I can either get another generator or get this one working, or figure something else out. One step at a time, one day at a time, the journey gets done. Afternoon, everybody. So it's a new day, another day in paradise, back here at the trailer, and I managed to go pick up another generator from my uncle. We're hoping that this one will actually work. And here the little puppy is. It's a small generator. It's a DS4000S. Must probably give me a total of around 3,300 running watts, but that's fine. I really don't need more than that for what I need. I'm just going to be running some power saws off of it and maybe some charging equipment. That's it. So now we're going to go ahead and get started pulling everything out of the trailer. And actually, before we do that, why don't I go ahead and try to start the generator just to make sure that we're actually going to be able to work. Engine switch is on, breaker switch is off. Fuel is open. I don't see choke right there. Let's try. Okay, as you can hear, we're up and running. Let's get going.